calling it a love song.
What is up, my beautiful gemstones? It's Mary Gem and I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be on how do people see you. I'm literally so mother freaking excited. So we've got 4 piles here today. Let's get straight into it. So this is pile number 1. It's just a plain pink background. It's a really vibrant pink color. And then we got pile number 2. So you can see it's like tea, or like it's a teacup with like a teaspoon, and it's on a table. Like it's probably rooibos tea. And then we got pile number 3, and like I don't know why, but like this just gives me like construction. It gives me like data from Star Trek vibes. Like I don't even know what it is, guys, if I'm being completely honest. But yeah, it's like black in the corner, then it's like an off gray, and then we got like more of a central gray, a black dot, and then like these construction white lines over here as well. Okay, and then we got pile number 4, and this is a bright like off orange type color, like it's orange and brown mixed together. There's probably a name for this color, but yeah, it's really nice. Like it just gives me a rustic, you know, staying at home energy, like really calming as well. So yeah, guys, these are the 4 piles, and if you don't resonate with the piles, you can pick a crystal as well. These are the 4 crystals. I'm not going to do a close-up, but yeah, just think about what message you want to hear. Close your eyes, open them, and like don't ever think it too much. Just open your eyes, and the first pile that, like, you know, is screaming out to you, just pick that one. But yeah, I love you, and let's get straight into it. What is up, my beautiful gemstones? It's Mary Gem and I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be on how do people see you. So let's get straight into it. Literally, I'm so freaking excited. This is the crystal that I'm going to be using for your reading. Honestly, it's literally so gorgeous. Like I hope you guys can see this detail, the pristine, okay? And then yeah, you guys chose this card over here as well. So I'm hearing the energy, or like what I literally hope, we're not busy like praying to, like, you know, find out like how do people see you. I was hearing that like people say that you're someone that is very beautiful. Like I literally heard the words, they are so beautiful, but they're covered up in beauty, and like in a weird way, because I feel like people kind of see you as being someone that tries to kind of maybe make you might sometimes make yourself look unattractive on purpose. Like take it with a grain of salt, but I just heard that maybe you're someone that wears, like, you know, very baggy clothing or something. Or I just feel like some people don't find beauty in the way that you express yourself, which is literally wrong. And I feel like everyone can express beauty in their own ways, and I just feel like sometimes people want you to be maybe more feminine if you're a mask person, or like vice versa, if you're a mask person they want you to be more feminine. And I just feel like sometimes, yeah, people kind of are like, oh, like you're so attractive, like you should grow out your hair, or you should wear tighter clothes. Like I just feel like people see you as being such an attractive person, and they just feel like you don't always kind of take advantage of, you know, your body, or like what you were blessed with, basically, you know what I mean. But like I said, guys, everyone can dress and express themselves how they want to, and I'm by no means saying you should do anything, like, anyways. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So I made a new tarot deck, so yeah, I'm really excited. The first card that we got is Garrick, okay, and then we got Hugh, Trill. Okay, let's get these all. And then we also have Gary. I just want to get all the cards out, okay? So we got the King of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, 6 of Swords, Page of Cups, and then also the Emperor card, okay? I feel like you guys can't see everything. Okay, so let's get into it. With the Garrick card, I feel like people kind of see you as being someone that is really a huge enigma. People kind of might even see you as being a bit of like an impulsive liar. So like I'll put a picture on screen now of Garrick. Like honestly, he's my favorite character on DS9. But yeah, I just feel like people just are kind of surprised when they meet you for the first time, when you say what you do for a living. You know, maybe you kind of look like someone that's very stern, you look like a very serious person, and then you're like, oh, I'm an actor. And they're like, damn, like I never like guessed that. Or you could say that I just feel like people feel like your job profession and how you look and how you express yourself really does not match at all. Because even Garrick, like, he's a tailor, but he's Cardassian, and it just doesn't make any sense. But there is this kind of like people feeling really intrigued by you, because it's like, even though people are kind of like confused and maybe they don't believe you, or like they're a bit like wary to kind of approach you, they're like, they want to know more about you. So I just feel like the more you try to chase people away, the more people want to get to know you. Like you even remind me of Becca from Pitch Perfect. I'll put a picture over here. Sorry if I'm like mumbling, guys, it's late. But yeah, I just feel like people get this energy that you put up walls sometimes, and yeah, maybe you don't always want people to get to know you, and like people just always think you're lying to them, but like in reality you're probably not even lying to them. And yeah, so maybe sometimes when you're talking to someone, you have a very sarcastic voice maybe, or you smile when you talk, and people are just like, are you lying, are you telling the truth, like what, they just can't figure you out, you know what I mean? So yeah, but I really do feel like there's this like intrigue where it's like they want to know more about you, because they're saying like something doesn't add up, like I need to know more about you, and like they want to know, why you are doing what you're doing. Or people just think it's really interesting, the line of work that you chose to do. Maybe you're a police officer, maybe you're a doctor, and they're thinking like, what made you choose that? And they just feel like you went through something really either like traumatic or really important, I guess you could say. And they just feel like they know that like you have layers. They know that there's definitely more than what meets the eye when it comes to you. So that's really interesting. And then with the U card, this is kind of talking about so I am getting the vibe where it's like sometimes you might like get on people's nerves when you talk to them sometimes, or I just feel like people get irritated because they don't know you. Like I really feel like, sometimes when you want to insult someone but you can't because you can't think of anything to insult them with, it's kind of like that's how people feel around you. They feel like they want to say something bad about you but they can't think of anything. Again, where it's like people don't know you and they just like want to know, like they want to get to know you so that they can basically bring you down. Because I feel like people kind of look at you and they're kind of like, they want to be like you in a way, or they feel like you're so successful. And yeah, literally even with the King of Pentacles, where it's like you have this money, you have this status, you have this just energy and air about you, and it's like they just want to know, how did you get this wealth, how did you get to where you are, how are you so confident? And it irritates them because they don't know how you got that wealth, they don't know how you became so important. Because literally, bro, Queen of Swords, King of Pentacles, the Emperor card, like this literally screams, Aries, Capricorn, Gemini, like these, king, queen, emperor type zodiac signs. Like honestly, bro, you could be any zodiac sign, but I just feel like, yeah, I am seeing that sometimes you do get on people's nerves, but I think you do it on purpose. So like I'm seeing that you enjoy making fun of people, but like not like in a rude way, more in like you like making jokes, you're a very funny person. And yeah, I just feel like people like that very sarcastic and dry humor about you as well. Like I really see that you're a very funny person, and like even when people try to get mad at you, they can't stay mad at you, both real, because you're just so attractive, you're just so nice, honestly. Like I truly feel like people can't stay mad at you because they just know that like you're such a cool person and they want you in their life for a very long time. And then with the Troll card, you could definitely be non-binary or part of the LGBTQ plus community, the L or the T or the I actually. So yeah, you could literally be part of like the LGBTQ, but I am seeing that people kind of see you as being someone that, again, you just have so many different sides to you as well. I feel like, again, where it's like sometimes you present as masculine, sometimes you present yourself as feminine, and yeah, people just find it very intriguing, bro, for real. And then I don't know why I'm bringing the cards forward every time I talk about it, but yeah. So with the Gary card, I am seeing that again where it's like people feel like you're such a confident and like low-key cocky even a bit, but I feel like people just love your personality because it just suits you so well. And I feel like everybody needs someone that can just be honest and blunt with them, and people kind of see you as being that blunt and honest and open friend. that like if they need advice on something, you will tell them what's up and period. And also they see you as being someone that can also have a really good time, bro, for real. Like, you know, to really let loose and just have a good time, honestly. Like, I feel like if you are like older and you're busy watching this video, you know, in your younger days you were a party person, and I just feel like people want you to remember that, like, you know, you are a fun person. So don't forget that as well, you know, because maybe sometimes you're kind of on autopilot and you forget that actually you're really funny. And like, this is just a reminder that you're a really funny person. So like, just remember that, bro, for real. People really like your personality, and they want you to not get so caught up in kind of like the money and like, I don't know, material things sometimes. But yeah, so King of Pentacles, people kind of see you as being like, you know, you could definitely be a Capricorn, Virgo, or a Taurus, but mostly I'm getting Capricorn Venus, bro. Like this very dominating, you know, you make money, you mean business, very serious type person, and someone that dresses very well. Like, I'm seeing expensive clothing, I'm seeing like expensive suits. So, you know, some days you might choose to dress very sloppy, you're not really putting in effort, but I feel like on the days when you do really put in effort, it's kind of like you go all out, and it's really expensive clothing. Or people just feel like you spend a lot of money on clothing, or like you only drink expensive alcohol. And even if you aren't that type of person, people just see you as literally being that type of person. Like, bro, if you look at the King of Pentacles, they look like someone that just wants to spend money on like expensive stuff. They only drink expensive wine, you know, only Gucci suits. Like, I'm literally getting expensive. So yeah, people really do see you as being very wealthy and just very like business orientated, very, very smart, definitely very educated. And yeah, they want to know your secrets, bro, for real. Like, I'm just seeing that people really want to get to know you so badly. So, you know, you might have like only, let's say, 5 to 1 friend, and I just feel like you only confine in one person, and people wish that they were a part of your inner clique as well. Because I am seeing that you don't really talk to everyone, or everyone isn't really your friend, and they kind of wish you were more open sometimes. And then Queen of Swords, that again just emphasizes that people see you as kind of being a really cutthroat, very serious person, someone that can be a bit bitchy sometimes, and again very sarcastic, very dry. So it's kind of like you say things as they are, or maybe you aren't a morning person, so in the morning you're really grumpy. And I just feel like sometimes people also feel like you have mood swings as well. So some days you're really happy, other days you're just like, bro, don't talk to me, leave me alone, I don't feel like talking. I'm even seeing that like people kind of like to stereotype you as being the typical writer. Like, you know, writers are stereotyped to be introverts and socially awkward and just like that type of vibe. So I am seeing that people just see you as being very serious about your work as well. But like, you stand up for yourself, and people know that they cannot walk over you because you will tell them how you feel, and you aren't afraid to open your mouth and say what is on your mind, period. Okay, like, you got this boss bitch type energy, bro, bad bitch energy. And then 6 of Swords, I am seeing that when it comes to like your personal relationships, people kind of feel like you don't have the best luck when it comes to relationships. I feel like people see you as being someone that gives people way too many chances for being such like, you know, a bad bitch. Like, I feel like, yeah, you like to see the good in people, you like to kind of give people the benefit of the doubt, and it kind of leaves you, or it puts you in a position where you have to kind of lie for people that you care about. So I am seeing that people kind of categorize you as part of your friends because sorry guys, my throat chakra. But it's kind of like, let's say your friend snuck out to go to a party and you stayed at home, you're busy doing your homework. Then you will laugh for your friend and you will say, oh yeah, like, it's my fault. Like, I just feel like people see you as being such a loyal person, but sometimes it comes to a fault because you will literally throw yourself under the bus to protect people that you love. And people love that about you, but sometimes people like wonder, like, why do you go so far for people that, like, I mean, yes, they care about you, but like, you know, people just say they don't want you to go so far for people, basically. Like, you know, you should take care of yourself first and put yourself first as well sometimes. Because 6 of Swords, this person is literally just going with whatever this person's saying. Like, they don't even, like, you can see this person's in control of the boat right now, and these swords, and it's like they're literally leading them down to like a path where it's like, it's not a good path, you know what I mean? So I just feel like some people kind of judge you based on your friends as well sometimes. And then with the page of cups, people are really surprised, but again, by your sense of humor, or they're really surprised by how opening and how kind you are sometimes as well, though, because I am seeing that like you have this very, like, you know, like I said, this tough exterior. You got this vibe where it's like you put up walls and everything, but then the people that truly get to know you, they're like, oh damn, like you're actually really sensitive, really kind, really caring, and just, yeah, really caring. And I feel like when people get to know you, like when they only get to know you, like only your best friends, your closest family, like bro, only the people that know you that well, they know that you have a really soft side to you. Whereas like other people will describe you as just being, you know, King of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, like, you know, cutthroat and like business. When it's like other people know you as being a party goer, a friendly person, and yeah, those are literally the best people to have around as a friend as well. And then the Emperor card, again, you could definitely be a Aries, and I'm seeing that your Mercury could be in Pisces, or like you could be a Pisces rising. Yeah, Pisces rising, definitely, like Pisces rising, and then Gemini sun, or like Capricorn sun and Capricorn Venus, and then maybe even you could be a Pisces rising or an Aries rising, depending what time you were born. But yeah, so people also see you as being someone that's just very large, in control, sometimes a bit short-tempered, but just a very like, just someone that demands basically attention and presence, and it's really hard to ignore you. So yeah guys, that is what I got for pile number 1. I really hope the video resonated. I love you so much, and let's get into the next one. What is up, pile number 2? Let's get straight into the video. So how do people see you? Alrighty, this is the crystal that I'm going to be using to channel your energy. It's really pretty, if you guys can see. Pretty like me. So yeah, and then yeah, you guys chose pile number 2. Let's get straight into it. I'm super excited. But I was hearing that pile number 2, people see you as being someone that is really complex. Like I literally heard the words complex. And I'm seeing that maybe you could be a Aquarius rising, and like yeah, people literally see you as being an Aquarius. Like I feel like you have like maybe a bit of like a god complex, or people just feel like, how do I even say this? It's interesting because it's like maybe you enjoy drinking tea a lot, and people just feel like you're really like, you have this kind of caricature about you where it's like people can describe you really easily as being someone that is, you know, poised, someone that is introverted, someone that is smart. And I just feel like it's like such a caricature because it's just so easy to say who you are as a person. So I feel like people just see you as kind of being a bit of like an open book sometimes. It's like you don't really keep things to yourself. Like you're very introverted, but it's really easy to read your emotions on your face because you're very expressive, or just by how you act and how you sound. Like you just seem like a really open book basically. But yeah, so the first card that we got is Dax, okay? Interesting. And then we got Vic V. Bro, I already love you freaking this pile. Like, oh my gosh, okay? We got Rom. And we got Wolf. So pile number 2. Your twin flame definitely might be out there because Wolf and Dax are twin flames, period, okay? I am seeing that your twin flame is definitely out there. You could be with them right now, or they could be coming in the next couple weeks, couple days. But yeah, your twin flame is coming, bro. Like they're coming in piping hot, bro. I'm just getting tea. The tea is gonna be spilt, okay? So we got the Temperance card, we got the Magician, 10 of Swords, 5 of Wands, and also the 5 of Cups, okay? Let us see, how do people see you? So with the Wolf card, you know, he is a Klingon, but anyways, for people that don't watch Star Trek. Anyways, but yeah, so people kind of see you as being someone that is a little bit arrogant when they first meet you, but like not in a bad way, guys. I just feel like it takes a while to kind of warm up to you because your energy is really intense, bro. Like for real, like I just feel like I say, you're such an open book where it's like people can kind of tell right off the bat whether they're gonna like you or not, because I kind of see you as being someone that talks about your interests very openly. You're a very open person. Like if you meet someone, you'll say, oh my gosh, I love astrology, I'm a Cancer, this is my zodiac placements, when's your birthday, what time. Like I just feel like you're a very forward person. And this isn't what Wolf is like as a character, but I'm just getting the vibe where it's like, yeah, you're very open. And yeah, sometimes people feel like it's a little bit like it's too much because, oh, they're just like maybe if you start talking about astrology, maybe, you know, they're kind of like, oh, I don't like astrology, and then they're thinking in their head, I'm not gonna like this person, or I probably wouldn't get along with them. And I just feel like people kind of judge you when they first meet you just based off like one encounter, when it's like you have so many different, you know, assets to yourself, and I feel like you have so many different interests. And that's what people like about you a lot, because it's like some people will be friends with you because of astrology, and other people will be friends with you because of your knowledge on Klingon history, or because of schoolwork, or because of your love for animals. Like, I just feel like you have so many different interests, and people really find that really interesting about you as well. And then with the rom card, I'm seeing that people also feel like, again, like I'm just getting the vibe it's a caricature. Like I keep hearing that the entire time. Like I don't even know why. But yeah, so people see you as being someone that's really interesting, because it's like you're not what they expected when they first met you again. Because if they met you for the first time, maybe at like a party, and like you were drunk and you were just having a great time, you know, you were letting loose, and then the next day you're like, you know, a completely different person. I just feel like people think it's so interesting because one minute you're like, you know, this party goer, like, oh yeah, YOLO, like fuck it, like let's just have fun, you know, do whatever we want, like that type of vibe. And the next moment you're like at work, you're busy working hard. It's like people are like, what the heck, is this the same person? Like you were just like, I just feel like it's not even hypocritical, it's just that you know, you have different interests. I feel like people kind of see you as being someone that likes kind of starting different projects, and they can see you also succeeding in life and like going really far in life as well. Like people really think of you as being really successful, and also if you are a parent, they see you as being a really good parent as well. Like you seem to be someone that's really understanding, and you also like looking at people's different points of view, and you also believe that everyone should have equal rights. I am seeing that you could be a liberal, you could just be an activist as well. And people like that you like to hear people out as well, and that you don't shut people down. Like if someone is busy telling you a story, you want to listen, and people like that. Yeah, they can see that you actually care about them, because again, it's like people can really tell how you feel just because you wear it on your face really easily, or you say how you feel. Like you, maybe your love language is words of affirmation, so you're constantly telling your friends, hey, I care about you, hey, I love you. And yeah, people really care, like they like that about you a lot, they really do. Like I'm just seeing that people have a soft spot for you, bro, definitely. Like there are so many people that have crushes on you and they like you a lot. And then with the Vixie card, I'm seeing again where it's like you also make the best out of like any situation. You kind of are someone that looks at the world as like, you know, a half glass full type energy, because I'm seeing that you've gone through a lot in your life, but like regardless of how much you've gone through, you still try to stay as optimistic as possible. And I just feel like people love that kind of positivity, because you know everybody wants to be surrounded by positivity, because literally, bro, 5 of cups, 5 of wands, 10 of swords, these are all really like intense cards to get. Like it's intense energy, it's like it's loneliness, it's conflict, it's ending a connection. And I just feel like regardless though of what you've been through, you always try to stay positive as well, and people love having you around. I am seeing though sometimes that it's kind of like people feel like because you always portray yourself as being okay all the time, that they don't really take into consideration how much emotional baggage you have as well, because that's where the caricature comes in, where it's like they see you as just being, you know, someone that's, you know, just a cool person. Like they just see you as being like a cool person, bro. And then it's like they forget that, oh, you've been through stuff as well, you know. So I am seeing that sometimes maybe when you get in arguments with friends, they will be like, oh, you don't even know what I'm talking about, like you don't even know anything about pain, you don't know anything about this, you don't know anything about this. When it's like, bro, excuse me, like you probably know a lot more than they think you do. So it's kind of like people know you, but they don't really know the real you in a way. So like when how people see you is like they see you how kind of you want them to see you, and I feel like they don't really know basically, yeah, how you truly feel. They don't really know the inside part of you, because even like the number 2 talks about, you know, the moon. It talks about, you know, who you are on the outside and who you are on the inside. So it's like how people see you compared to how you are on the inside is always different as well. But yeah, people really like having you around because you literally are the life of the party, and you also give amazing advice as well. Like, I'm definitely getting Aquarius and Virgo and Taurus, bro, even. Like, it's weird, but Taurus people are actually weirdly good at advice. Like, sometimes some Taurus people are good at advice. Like, if they have a Cancer moon, maybe not so much. Okay, I'm kidding. But yeah, you even could have a Cancer moon as well, definitely. But people really appreciate you, they really do, because I'm seeing that you also give people a chance. Yeah, you give everybody a chance to just, let it out. Basically, it's kind of like people see you as being the therapist friend, where it's like they can just come to you and ask you how to, like, they can just tell you, oh my word, I had such a bad day at work today. And it's like people just always unload their problems on you. And it's kind of like, maybe the people that are really close to you can kind of tell that you don't open up that much emotionally. But I'll get into that in a second. So yeah, people see you as being that therapist type of friend. And literally again with the Dax card, where it's like, yeah, people just come to you, they always expect you to just be okay, just be fine, when it's like, you have your own baggage as well. So people see you as being someone that is really confident, someone that is very poised. Like, I'm hearing the words poise. You might even walk around with your hands behind your back, or your body language is always kind of like open. Like, you just seem like someone that's very approachable as well. Yeah, talkative even. And you also tell amazing stories. And like I said, you give good advice. And then with the Temperance card, people also see you as being someone that likes to balance things out really well, because I'm seeing that like you have a good balance of, work and fun. Like, I just feel like people like that you can be someone that works super, super, super hard, but also you have a good time. You make sure that you have fun as well. I'm seeing that also people like that. Or it's actually, I'm seeing that you connect more with people that are older than you than people that are actually your age. So people just always felt like you were very mature at a very young age as well, definitely. And I'm seeing that, yeah, people just always thought that you were smarter than everybody else. Or like people were always kind of like, I'm seeing that people were a bit jealous even, because they always thought that you were smarter. But like mostly though, I'm getting like genuine energy where it's like people just genuinely like having you around because you make them feel better as well. Like, bro, for real, your energy is super contagious. So make sure that you're protecting your energy, because I'm just seeing that everybody wants to have a part of you and get to know you and talk to you and take your energy, bro. Like, those vampire suckers and everything. So yeah, you also could be a Sagittarius as well. Like, bro, I love my Sagittarius people. Like, they are literally my favorite zodiac sign. I mean, I say that about every zodiac sign, but yeah, it's true. For this pile, you guys are my favorite, okay? And yeah, again, I just feel like your crown chakra really is activated. You're constantly trying to just, think about the higher good. Again, where it's like this God complex, but like in a good way, not a bad God complex. I don't know if you can have a good God complex, but anyways, like, I just feel like people see you as being someone that thinks about, the needy. You think about world hunger. You just think about other people a lot. You think about how you can help people as well. Like, I'm even seeing something about you letting your friends like sleep at your place because they don't have anywhere else to go. And then with the Magician card, yeah, again, Aquarius energy, bro, for real. Like, literally the Magician card is Aquarius. So people just see you as being someone that is a MacGyver. And again, where it's like, maybe you know a lot about cars, and people were just like, oh, wow, like, that's so interesting. Like, where did you learn about this? And I just feel like you're full of fun facts. And you know how to make money in your own ways as well. And you have your own way of dealing with situations and problems. Because maybe other people kind of deal with emotional like things in like talking, but you're more like you prefer kind of dealing with it on your own as well. So yeah, people just kind of see you as being someone that prefers to deal with like deeper things by yourself, but like when it comes to having fun, it's like you're that person basically. So yeah, Ten of Swords talks about ending a connection. So people just feel like you've gone through like major heartbreak when it comes to major heartbreak, bro. Bro, twin flame and heartbreaks are like this. They like this, bro. Okay, so I am seeing that people can maybe sense that maybe you aren't over an ex, maybe you aren't over past relationships. Or I'm seeing that like sometimes you always mention like past friends or past relationships, and that sometimes you do live in the past as well. And then with the Five of Wands, it does talk about conflict as well. So I just feel like people get a bit, not annoyed, but they get a bit frustrated because, like I said, where it's like you prefer handling things on your own, and it's kind of like your friends feel a bit shut out sometimes because you won't always express to them how you feel, you know? Like, even if words of affirmation is your love language, it just feels a bit surface level sometimes. And then with the Five of Cups, that talks about, again, just feeling lonely. So some people could see you as being a bit lonely, but I think it's just more of a vibe where it's like you prefer to deal with things on your own rather than basically tell it to the entire world. And people can see that you're a very private person as well. Because, I mean, like, even certain influencers, like, let's say Narhlio Jafter, like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a famous person. Okay, I can't think of one. Okay, let's just say Selena Gomez. Like, you know, yeah, Selena Gomez. But bro, like, you can be whoever you want to be, but like, everybody has that one person that they confide into, and people just feel like, as much as you're an open book, there are some things that you just keep secret, that you don't tell anyone. And I just feel like people wish that they kind of knew that side of you as well, or they wish that you were more open with that closed off side of you, if that makes sense. Does it make sense? But yeah, so that is what I got for pile number 2. I really hope the video resonated. I love you so much, and let's get into the next one. What is a pile number 3? Let's get straight into the reading. So how do people see you? Alrighty, okay, this is the crystal that I'm going to be using to channel your energy. And how do people see you? If you guys can see, honestly, this is so beautiful. So yeah, and you guys chose pile number 3. Let's get into it. I'm hearing that people kind of see you as being that kind of popular person in high school. I just feel like when people meet you for the first time, they just can imagine that you always had, you know, life amazing, that your life was just like fun. They just see you as being a really happy person, you know, constantly smiling, you know, contrary to having Spark being the first card of a year. But I just feel like, yeah, people, when they think about you, they just think of you as being a very popular person, like very popular, a lot of friends. I'm seeing something about you being a musician, or like being a good singer, or like, yeah, being famous. Like, I'm just hearing that you're really popular, and everybody knows who you are, basically. Yeah, everybody knows who you are. People always gossip about you. So it's like people already have an impression of who you are because they already heard about you from somebody else as well. Yeah, I'm definitely hearing that as well. And also, you're really hot. You have an amazing ass. You have gorgeous lips. And what else? I'm getting something about mechanical things. Maybe you're studying engineering, or people talk about how you are changing your major into something else. Okay, literally super sorry about that pile number 3. It's the next day, but yeah, let's just get straight into your cards. So the first card that we got is the Spark card, okay? And then we got the Becca card. I'll put a picture of Becca on the screen right now, just because, like, honestly, she's like my favorite character from Pitch Perfect. So yeah. And then we got Quark. Oh my gosh, I love him too. Megamind. Bro, I feel like people see you in a really good light. They really do. I mean, we're gonna get into it though. We're gonna get into it. So we got the Ace of Pentacles, okay? The Sun card, Ace of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, and also the Ace of Wands. Wow. Oh my gosh, pile number 3, bro. Bro. Okay, wait. Let me move these more that way. Pile number 3, you guys are insane. Like, oh my gosh, because literally look at all of this ace energy, like Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. That just tells me that people see you in a really, it's like an immature way. Like, people see you as kind of being this really quirky and young person. Like, bro, when people see you, they just think there's no way you're over the age of 18, 21 or 30, whatever. Like, I just feel like people always assume that you're way younger than you actually are. I'm getting a very youthful vibe from you as well, and also a really determined nature from you. So like, people see you as being, yeah, very determined. I'm just getting that people see you as being really determined. Like, that's literally like the most, because like with so many aces, that talks about the beginning stages. So I feel like people like meeting you because it's kind of like a breath of fresh air, because I'm seeing that like you're really different compared to other people, basically. You know, you're like one of those other girls. as cringy as it is to say. But I'm seeing that, like, maybe where you stay kind of like in your area, it's not really like, let's say for example, you are a hockey player, okay? And it's kind of like in your area, hockey isn't really something that's spoken about. People don't really play hockey in your area. And it's kind of like people just see you to be a breath of fresh air because you do what you want to do, regardless of whether it's mainstream or not. So, like, I am seeing that people get this really indie vibe from like people can guess that you probably don't listen to mainstream music, or people guess that you're someone that's kind of like, yeah, like you just follow the beat to your own drum, follow the beat of your own drum. Did I say that saying right? But yeah, very individualistic energy. But honestly, bro, like these cards are literally all amazing. Like you don't have any bad cards here. But we're gonna get into these cards first. So with the spark card, and people kind of see you as being someone that is very logical, definitely. Someone that's very unemotional, 1000%, I feel like there's kind of like this vibe where it's like people feel like as much as you are very unemotional and very kind of like standoffish even a little bit, but not even on purpose. I feel like sometimes people will be flirting with you and you won't even know that they're busy flirting with you. Or people feel like sometimes you don't really know how attractive you are, because I'm seeing people like approaching you and talking to you and saying, oh, hey, gorgeous, or hey, attractive person. Like or people just flirting with you, but like maybe not being blatantly obvious, but they're flirting with you. And like you're not even taking note of it. Or I'm seeing people just like feeling like you don't really, yeah, I'm seeing that like people just feel like when they talk to you, it's kind of like they are the ones kind of putting in all the effort. So people just feel like you seem really content with your life and you kind of aren't looking for having more friends. Like I know people like that. Like I know this one person that they are a Taurus, and like they just seem like someone that's happy, they have enough friends, like they're not looking for like anything more basically in their life. And people just see you as being that person. Like you have a partner, you have family, you have friends. It's kind of like you have a job and you are content. You're not looking for anything more basically. So people kind of feel a bit helpless when they're talking to you, because they just feel like they are the ones like trying to carry on the conversation, because maybe you're someone that's just like hi, okay, hello, like you're not really, how do I say it, engaging. Like you aren't the most engaging person. And like even if you're someone that's super talkative and everything with the sun card and everything, I just get the vibe where it's like people see you as being this very standoffish, unemotional type person, and like I said, content with your life basically. And you aren't looking for anything else. So you aren't looking for a romantic partner. So people just feel like even if you don't have a partner, people just feel like you're happy being single. You're happy doing what you're doing, and like you're happy and content, bro. Honestly, like it's such a compliment. People say that you look happier, or like you look happy. Like, bro, that is such a nice compliment. So yeah, people truly see you as being a happy person. And like unbothered even, like that's another word that's coming up. So with the bigger card, literally my favorite card, I don't even know why, but so people kind of see you as being this kind of like androgynous person. So maybe you have short hair, or like you're an androgynous person. You could be non-binary. But yeah, people kind of see you as being this person that's really into like music. I'm seeing that as well. And it's like, again, you just seem like you aren't really interested in people, or it's kind of like you could be someone that's very spiritual, and it's kind of like I feel like your spirituality really is like a big part of your life, and it's kind of like you feel like nothing without your faith, you know what I mean? And people can really sense that you have a really strong like sense of faith and sense of belief as well when it comes to you. And like I feel like people really feel inspired by that, and like they wish that they could be as inspirational and they could have as much faith as you. I am seeing that. And again, where it's like maybe you have a lot of piercings or a lot of tattoos, so it's kind of like you kind of look a bit unapproachable. You just look like you couldn't be bothered with anyone. Like literally people could see you kind of like, let's say at the mall or something, and I don't know, your favorite celebrity could come inside and you wouldn't even care. Like people just feel like literally takes forever to make you laugh. Like nobody can make you laugh, bro, for real. Like, you know, maybe you make everybody else laugh, but like nobody can make you laugh. Like you don't laugh at anyone's jokes. Or yeah, like I said, you don't like mainstream music. I'm just getting that mostly. And like you seem like a really indie type person. You know, maybe like you wear bracelets or something, or you make your own jewelry. I am seeing chunky jewelry as well. Or like you love wearing your pearl necklace. Like maybe you have a specific necklace that you wear all the time. And I am seeing that people feel like you're a very comfortable person. Like you don't try to dress too out there. But I'm seeing that like maybe when you go to school, it's kind of like you don't care about anybody at that place, or like at work, you don't care about anyone at work except doing your work. And it's kind of like after work, then you hang out with your real friends, and then people see you posting online and on social media, and they're like, damn, like what the heck, is this the same person? Like there's no way that they do not seem like that type of person. Like I just feel like people are kind of like, oh, okay, like I get it, you don't want to be my friend, like it's fine. So people just get the impression that, yeah, you don't really want to be their friend, basically. And that's kind of funny. So comment down below part number 3 if that's accurate. Like I'd love to hear some stories about them. But okay, the next card that we got is the core card. Okay, so people see you as being someone that loves making money 1000%. You know, I feel like sometimes people like to underestimate you, or they like to think that because you seem like this type of like, you know, stuck up person. Okay, wait, there's an airplane. Anyway, sorry about that. So yeah, with the core card, I'm just getting the vibe where it's like, yeah, people like to underestimate you, and they feel like because you seem like you aren't interested in making new friends, it's kind of like that makes you like seem like you're better than everyone else, you know what I mean? Or like, yeah, I just feel like there's this sort of like invisible competition that people have when it comes to you, where it's like you could say maybe you get like a good mark on a test, and I just feel like people are like jealous of you, or yeah, they just feel like because you don't really talk to that much people, they just see you as like being a bit stuck up. But I'm sure that literally is not even the case. It's kind of like, you know, you're just not interested, and like that doesn't mean that you don't like them or anything, you know. People also see you as being someone that is very sociable though, which is very contradictory to what I just said, because I feel like even if you are someone that's very introverted, or you don't like talking to that many people, it's kind of like you will talk to people if you want to, and even when you do talk to them, people still get the impression that you don't really like them that much for some reason. Like I just feel like, you know, there's people that you talk to and sometimes you wonder if they like you or not, like you can't really tell. And I feel like that's how people feel around you. And again, that has nothing to do with your character, like that doesn't say anything about your character. But yeah, people just like wonder how much do you actually like them. And I'm seeing that like people find you really funny and interesting because they like that you're kind of really honest and at least upfront about it as well, and then it's really hard to read your emotions. So like, yeah, people can't really tell how you feel. And like I'm seeing you doing things and acting like doing things, but then like you having a really Vulcan like reaction to it. So, you know, maybe you lost someone close to you, and then people are like, bro, like why aren't you crying, like this is awful. And again, people just seeing you as being so unemotional, like people wondering like, bro, like if I was in your position, I'd be crying, I'd be breaking down. Like, how are you still okay? How are you not, like, you know, crying right now? Like, I'm just saying crying because I'm a Cancer. That's literally my response to everything. So cannot relate. And yeah, I just feel like people are like, bro, how are you just like okay right now? Like, do you need to take a break from this? Like, I can cover you a shift, you know. And people just feel like you always show up to work, you always are, you know, trying to make money, you're always trying to just, you know, you're always on the go basically. And yeah, you don't give up ever. And then with the Megamind card, people see you as literally being kind of like, I don't know how to say it, bro, but it's like people feel like when they meet you for the first time, it's kind of like you have this is very like, you know what you want in life, you know who you want, you know where you're gonna be, you know everything basically about your life, and it's kind of like nobody else can tell you different. So this is kind of like stubbornness, but also this driving force that you have with you, and people just feel like no matter how significant they are, it's kind of like they can't really change your mind about anything. So It's really good though, because people know that you won't change for anybody else, like, regardless of anything. And people just feel like, you are your own person, and it doesn't matter if like someone tells you, oh, like you're unattractive. Like, you're gonna be like, okay, and does it look like I care? Or it's like, you look like you don't give it like an F. Even if you do give an F, it's like it looks like you don't though. And people just really admire that. Again, like I said, you literally live life to the beat of your own drum. And it's kind of like, you know what you want, you know who you want, what you want, where you want to be. And people love that kind of goal mindset and goal mentality about you as well. So yeah, people see you as being a very goal orientated person as well. And another airplane. But yeah, anyways, I feel like now the camera's in a different position. Okay, wait. Okay, yeah, anyway, so with the Ace of Pentacles, people see you as being someone that loves, opportunities to make money. Like, I just feel like people, because maybe you aren't employed right now and you're looking for employment, and like people can just tell that you seem like a really hard worker, and like, even if you aren't employed, I just feel like people know that if you were given the chance to like show your full potential, you really would like, do really well. So like, I'm seeing people thinking like, if you don't have a job, they're wondering, oh, like, I wonder why they aren't working. Like, they went to school, or like they're really smart, or like they could have a job if they wanted to. So I just feel like people are wondering, like, if you aren't financially stable, they're wondering like, but why though? Like, it's probably because you just don't want to, or it's because you already have your own plan as well. But like, bro, Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, that just means that people see you as wealthy. They see you as making the money. Like, I'm definitely getting similar to pile number one, but bro, people see you as 1000% rich. But I'm just saying, if you aren't a very flashy person, people just know that like, if you dress kind of like really low key, people feel like you save your money a lot. And yeah, they just feel like you're like low key loaded as well. Or like, I'm seeing that like, people saying they feel like you have like BDE energy. I'm not gonna say it out loud, okay? Now I will. Big dick energy. Like, but if you have a dick, I'm just saying, people feel like it's probably ginormous. So people feel like, in bed, like you'd be you'd rock their world and everything, bro. I'm just getting a lot of like sexual tension, bro. 1000%. Like, for some reason, I'm like shipping Spock and Quark together, bro. Like, ooh, that sounds kind of hot. But yeah, and then with the Sun card, people see you as being a really happy-go-lucky person, a very, smiley person. You're always okay. And your relationships are really important to you as well. I'm seeing that like, you stayed in your hometown, and people feel like you're someone that, yeah, you stay in close contact with your family. You're still friends with your childhood friends, and they just feel like you haven't really changed that much since ever. Like, people just feel like you've always been the same person, and it's kind of like, it's a bit shocking, because they feel like it's so like, it's crazy that you stayed the same after so many years. Like, you haven't aged at all. Like, you still look like that same person that I met when we were 10 years old, playing on the swings. Or like, I'm just seeing people feeling really nostalgic around you as well, definitely. And also feeling youthful. Yeah, youthful and nostalgic energy. And I'm seeing like older people, when they meet you, they feel so much older, because they're like, oh my gosh, I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, you're such a Gen Z, you're such a millennial. Like, bro, I feel so old right now. So I am seeing people feeling a bit insecure about their age around you as well. So you might have like older people crushing on you, or like younger people crushing on you. Like, everybody's just having crushes on you, bro. Like, okay, pile number 3, I see you. And then with the Ace of Cups, this is really interesting, because I said that people don't see you as being very emotional, but I feel like there are some people, they can kind of sense that you're more emotional than you lead on, because literally even Spock, he's half Vulcan, half human. Becca, she's emotional. Quark, he's also emotional. Megamind, these are all emotional people. Like, even though you wouldn't pick them to be the emotional type, they can be very sentimental. I feel like that's a better word. So people can just sense that you're very sentimental, and yeah, you seem like a very traditional person as well. Like I'm seeing that you believe in kind of like, getting married, or like you still have like very traditional values about your life, where it's like you want to get married, you want to buy a house, you want to marry someone or someone's, you want to just like, live a nice life. You want to travel the world. Like I just feel like people can just sense that you seem like a really traditional person and someone that wants to get into a committed relationship, or you already are in a committed relationship. And yeah, you care about other people's feelings, and it's kind of like you don't open up to everybody, but when you do, it's kind of like that's when you really, really, really care about someone. Like I'm seeing, maybe your way of like showing love is like by making people playlists, or by inviting them over to your house, or to maybe let them meet your parents. Like that's your way of showing, listen, I'm serious about you, I care about you, like where are we going? And people can just feel like, people feel really lucky when you let them in, basically. And I'm seeing that like if you ever show your friends your art or something, they think it's really cool, and like they would never want to make fun of you as well. Oh, like I'm literally in the words, babe, we would never make fun of your art, like we love your artwork. So yeah, and then Ten of Pentacles, again, like I said, people seeing you as just being really wealthy, money, like bro, Quark, Ace of Pentacles, like people see you as just being the money maker. Like I said, like you might even have kids, so people see you as being like a parent, and like having children. And like I said, people can just feel like you seem like a mommy's boy, mommy's, like, whichever gender, like you just seem like you're really close to your parents, basically. Like, yeah. Or like you might still say mommy, daddy, or like, oh yeah, like I don't know, like you just seem like the youngest child, basically. Like you seem like the youngest child. And then Ace of Wands, people feel like you attract a lot of opportunities in your life as well. Because even though you have this very kind of like not approachable energy, not approachable vibe about you as well, I just feel like regardless, other people still want to talk to you. So I think it's really interesting, because if you were to ask your friends kind of like, why are we friends? Okay, wait, another airplane. Anyways, with the Ace of Wands, I just feel like if you had to ask your friends kind of like, why are we friends? Like, how do we even meet? Most of them probably wouldn't even remember. Like, they're going to be like, actually, I have no idea. Or I just feel like it's kind of funny how you met your friends and how you met the people that you care about today as well. Like, it's just a funny story to look back on as well. But yeah, guys, that is what I got for pile number 3. I really hope the video resonated. I love you so much, and let's get into the next one. What is a pile number 4? Let's get straight into the reading. So how do people see you? Alrighty, I'm literally so freaking excited. And yeah, so this is a crystal that I'm going to be using to channel your energy. This crystal is literally so freaking gorgeous, just like you, okay? So yeah, I'm hearing pile number 4. You could definitely be an ENFJ. Like, bro, ENFJ, ENFP, INFP, but mostly ENFJ. Even, no, yeah, just ENFJ, EFP, and INFP. But yeah, anyways, I'm hearing that people kind of see you as being like a constant reminder. Bro, why are there so many airplanes in my area? But yeah, so I'm busy hearing that people, sorry, I was busy drinking coffee. I'm hearing that people see you as being a really authentic person. I'm hearing that, like, yeah, you're a constant reminder to, I'm hearing that, like, you're a constant reminder to, like, literally all of your friends. You could definitely be that kind of, like, mom friend. I'm not trying to reinforce gender stereotypes, but like I just feel like you're kind of like that friend that always checks up on people. You are always making sure everybody's eaten, that they got home safe. Like you are that type of sincere and nice friend that will just basically go the extra mile. Or I feel like people see you as being the type of party planner, just like a planner in general. Yeah, really organized, really clean, really put together. Yeah, like really cool to be around, because it's kind of like people just feel safe when they're around you as well. Like this is vibe where it's like people feel like you would literally punch anyone that tried to mess with them. So it's like your friends feel so safe with you because they know that you would stand up for them. And people can just sense that when they meet you, that like you stand up for people, and like you aren't afraid of kind of like anything. Basically, people just get this very brave energy from you. Like, you say what's on your mind all the time, and you don't really care who's around to hear it as well. Like, I'm seeing that you don't really care where you are. Like, you're gonna say what you want to say. Like, it doesn't matter where you are as well. Like, I'm just hearing that you have a huge mouth, but like in a good way though, bro, for real. It's in a good way. So let's see. The first card that we got is the Kevin card, okay? I'll put a picture of Kevin on the screen now, honestly. Like, he's so funny. So yeah, okay. We got the Nog card. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Okay, we got the Nog card. Bro, pile number 4. You guys can just say you're amazing. Like, you already know that you're amazing, right? Like, I hope you know. Okay, we got the Rune Bee card. Literally pile 4. Did I say pile 3? I mean pile 4. You guys are amazing. We got the Naomi card. Maybe you chose more than one pile as well. And then we also got the Wire. Oh my gosh. Comment down below if you guys are DS9 fans. Just let me know. I'm really interested. But yeah, okay. And then as for Tarot, we got the 3 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles. Ooh, that's where the 3s came in. The Fool card, 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups, and also the Judgment card. Let's move these up a bit. Honestly, the thing that makes the most sense about your reading is that the Judgment card came up, because this makes so much sense that it's the last card. Like, they just take a moment to applaud you because you are such a hard worker. I truly feel like, yeah, people just love that you just make such a, like, you plan everything basically. Or people just feel like you're really intuitive. And like, I'm even getting that you could be a tarot reader. You could be just very spiritual. Like, I'm just getting the vibe where it's like people feel like you can just read their mind without them even having to say anything. And people feel like you have such amazing taste as well. Like, I'm seeing people going through your phone, like going through your pictures and thinking, oh my word, like, you like this TV show. Or people looking at your Netflix, like, or your list of like what you want to watch, or your music, and just feeling like you have the best taste in music and movies, and people trust your taste, right, for real. And like, even when it comes to how you dress as well, people know that you know what fashion is, and people just feel like it's kind of like they can't question you on a lot of things because you know what you're talking about and you know your shit really well. So like, when it comes to arguments, it's kind of like, it's really hard to just win an argument with. You could definitely be an ENTP or an INTP, definitely. Like, super argumentative, but it's kind of like you always win the arguments in the end. But yeah, with the Kevin card, people see you as being someone that literally, I feel like everybody loves having you around because you're just so smart. Like, I just feel like people like that they can say that they're friends with you for like some reason. And like, I am seeing that maybe some of your friends are but surface level, and like other friendships are way more meaningful. So like, I'm seeing people just love having you around because like you're attractive, or because you're funny, or because you're really smart. Like, I just feel like people like having you around because they know that like if they invite you somewhere, you're gonna pay for your own meal, or they know that you're gonna have a good time. They know that like they're just sure that they don't have to worry about you, and they just know that you're gonna take care of everything basically, you know. It's like, you could definitely be the, what's it called, the designated driver. People just see you as being super responsible. I am seeing you're really goofy as well, super goofy, and like you make silly faces. And like, maybe you still play board games, or not still play board games. Board games are fun. Like, maybe you still play hide and seek, or you just seem really childish sometimes, but not even childish, just really goofy. I'm seeing that people feel like you have an amazing body as well. But yeah, you're so much fun. Yeah. And then with the Nog card, I feel like people sometimes feel like your manners aren't really the best. So as much as like I feel like if you go to a fancy restaurant, you know, you're gonna eat with a knife and fork and everything, like if you need to. But I feel like you kind of prefer rather going, like if you could choose between going to like a fancy restaurant where you must like spend so much money, you would rather kind of order in like McDonald's by your house or something, and people just get the energy where it's like you turn down like a lot of opportunities just because you don't want to do it, or because it's out of your comfort zone. And like I just feel like sometimes people feel like because you're really outspoken, they feel like it comes off as a bit disrespectful, but I feel like it's just you being expressive as well, though. Like it's not disrespectful at all. And yeah, like I said, people just get the energy that you prefer kind of staying in, not going out, rather than going to a fancy restaurant. Or it's like you like going out, but you want to choose where you're going as well. Like you come off a bit bossy sometimes even. Oh my gosh, so many airplanes. Oh yeah, so like I'm seeing with the Narc card that people just feel like you'd rather turn down a night of like fancy evenings to just rather chill with your friends, or like you seem like a bit of like a stoner. I'm definitely getting stoner energy. And what else? I was getting something else. You could be really short as well. And I feel like you seem older than you look even. Because like I don't know, just because of like how you carry yourself as well, and like how you speak about certain things, like people expect you to be way older. Like not because you look older though, but I am seeing something about like an age gap relationship or something. And like you like getting up to mischief as well. Definitely you love just playing games with your friends. Like people just feel like you're like a gamer, stoner type person, like a skater. I'm getting like alternative energy, bro. Definitely. And like black beauty as well, bro, for real. But there was something else with the Nog card. Oh yeah, and I'm seeing that like if maybe you like, I'm seeing people seeing you as like, you know, one of the guys or like one of the bros. Like maybe you don't have that many girlfriends or something. Like you just kind of seem a bit like masculine. So yeah, and then with the Rune B card, I feel like people also see you as being someone that is super flirtatious. Like people feel like when you have a crush on someone, you kind of don't care who knows it, and you're really confident about it as well. People feel like yeah, you're super smooth, like you just literally know what to say, and if you like someone, you're gonna make sure that they know, and like you will try to get them to like you back, bro, for real. Like, you know, obviously with consent and everything, but people just feel like if you have a crush on someone, you will, you know, buy them stuff, buy them gifts, or you will talk to them and you'll like, you know, try to make them laugh, and like you don't even seem to get like shy around your crush, and people just think it's so interesting because, you know, they're like, bro, like, are you both different? Like when I'm around my crush, I can't even breathe properly. Like how are you so smooth? Like I just feel like, yeah, people feel like you're super flirtatious, and I'm even seeing like people feel like you're flirting with them, and maybe it's because you have a very flirtatious personality. You could definitely be, like I said, even like an ISTJ, and like maybe people feel like you're really flirtatious or like you're flirting with them, but like you're just being friendly. You know, you could be an Aquarius, a Gemini, a Libra, any zodiac sign though, but mostly Gemini, Aquarius energy. Even like a Virgo, guys. Like honestly, Virgos are such flirts, and yeah, they think it's really smooth. And I just feel like people like how romantic you are as well. Like, bro, you're so freaking romantic, bro. And like if you're wondering how do you look romantic, it's just that look in your eyes, bro. Like I feel like you have literally just the whole look. Like, you know, you look like that type of skater person that would just literally do anything for the person that you are in love with. Like, bro, for real. Like people see you as being such a hopeless romantic, like honestly. 1000%, okay? And then we got the Naomi card. Honestly, I freaking love Naomi. I'll put a picture of Naomi and Eli on the screen right now. I freaking love them. So people see you as being someone that is super attractive, and I feel like maybe even you know that you are attractive, which as you should know you're a bad bitch. You should know that you are literally freaking amazing and gorgeous and beautiful and the best person in the entire world. I love you. But yeah, I just feel like people can kind of sense that you know that you're attractive, and it's kind of like you're really confident, bro, for real. And like I said, you're really confident around your crushes, and I just feel like you make people feel really shy as well. Definitely, people like how you're really intense as well. I am seeing though that like people can kind of sense that maybe things at home aren't the best. Like I'm seeing like you don't want to go home, like you just want to hang out with your friends, and people can kind of sense that something's up. Or I feel like sometimes when people ask you like how are you doing, you always say, "Oh, I'm fine. I'm great." And it's like sometimes you lie to them as well. Or like you remind me of like Alison De Laurentiis for some reason. Like I just get the vibe where it's like sometimes you tell white lies just for no reason, and people can just sense that like when they're with you, that like you aren't always being completely honest. Like you like telling little lies for no reason, just because it's fun. But yeah, you are super, super, super attractive. And I feel like people think it's really funny because you seem like such an open person that like the times when you do get shy, people think it's so funny because you just never get shy around people. I'm seeing that a lot. And then with the wire card again, I'm just getting the vibe where it's like you probably smoke, bro, or like you probably smoke. So yeah, stoner energy. And like people get this vibe where it's like you take care of people like a lot, bro. Definitely, you know, like if your friends are busy throwing up, you will hold their hair back, you will give them water, you know, make them something to eat, and people just feel like you have amazing bedside manner as well. Like I'm getting the vibe where it's like people see you as being like a nurse or like a doctor or something. Like I'm getting Dr. Bashir and Garrick, of course. But yeah, people see you as, yeah, someone that will literally just be there for people that you care about. Again, like I am seeing that like sometimes you tell lies, so like small little lies for no reason. Or it's like people will catch you in a lie and like they wonder, like, I wonder why they lied about that. Like they didn't need to. Like I wouldn't have judged them. You know, maybe you couldn't afford to go to a fancy restaurant and then you lied about it, and like your friends are saying they wouldn't have judged you, like they wonder why did you lie about it. Or you don't really wear that much name brands as well, like you just wear whatever you want to wear basically, really chill laid back clothing. Or like you wear your brother's clothes, your father's clothes, whoever's clothes, like your family's clothes, like you wear hand-me-downs basically. And yeah, I just feel like if you are trying to maybe end a addiction, people feel like it's really strong of you as well. And they find it really inspirational. And I'm seeing little kids like they like hanging out with you as well. Like they feel really close to you. Or maybe you have like a younger sibling and like you've always been the one that had to take care of them as well. Like you had to raise them, you had to, you know, take them to school, make them lunch. And I just feel like people can sense that you've always had to be the bigger person as well. And like you will apologize if you need to. If you feel you're wrong, you will apologize. But like you're almost never wrong, so but yeah. And then with the Three of Wands, okay, let me put it close over here. With the Three of Wands, people see you as being someone that is really patient as well, definitely. Like, I'm seeing that, like, people know that you have a lot of dreams and goals for your life in the future, and they feel like you aren't taking active steps to kind of work towards your goals. So people feel like maybe you're a bit scared of something or someone. Like maybe you're scared to leave home, you're scared you're not gonna succeed. And I am seeing people like saying like, bro, like you're gonna do amazing, like you got this. Like I just see people trying to reassure you, and like you still waiting for something though. Or people just sense that like you look like you aren't ready yet. You look like you're still waiting for something to happen. Yeah. You know, maybe you're busy waiting to reconcile with your family, to reconcile with an ex or something, but it just seems like you're waiting for somebody to come back basically into your life. But the thing about the Three of Wands is in the end the person realizes that, you know, they also have the power to like, you know, takes back first or to make the first move as well. So I am seeing that people see you taking little steps towards your goals. And like it's good though, like, you know, especially like I said, if you are like, you know, trying to quit an addiction, people feel like they're super proud of you because it's like you're taking small tiny little steps. And literally, bro, like that's enough. Like, bro, it's tough, you know, trying to break an addiction, and people just feel like those little steps are so freaking significant in your life as well. Like, you remind me of the Little Prince for some reason. I don't even know why, with like the roads and everything. But yeah, people are really proud of like how far you've come as well. And like they're super inspired by you. Like, I'm seeing somebody wants to get a matching tattoo with you even, bro. And then, okay, another airplane. Okay, with the Three of Pentacles, bro, like, you are such an interesting person because I feel like you are someone, like, you could definitely be an atheist or something, and I feel like you have a lot of Christian friends, and you love talking about religion, and, like, people think it's so interesting because it's like, you're an atheist, like, why do you talk about religion so much? Or it's like, you love exchanging people's opinions, you love exchanging ideas, you love learning about other people and, like, their experiences as well. And, like, if you love traveling, people can sense that, like, if you were to go to someone's house, you know, you'll be super respectful and you will, you know, abide to their customs, and like, yeah, you just really try your best to like not be ignorant about other people's beliefs or cultures as well. And like, I'm just seeing you exchanging ideas. But like, I'm saying though, especially if you are an atheist and like you always talk about Christianity, people think it's really interesting because they're like, oh, like, that's really interesting, you know? Because like, you sound like a Christian, but like, you aren't though. But like, you're super respectful of other people's beliefs. Like, that's what I'm busy getting, bro. Like, people can sense it about you when they meet you, like, off the get-go. Okay, and then we also got the Fool card. So yeah, bro, literally the Fool card is similar to what I was supposed to be talking about with the Three of Wands, where it's like people just feel like you're still waiting for something, you're still on your journey, you still have a long way to go, and like you're just, you know, kind of going along or like living life as it happens, basically. And like, you could definitely be a Leo. Like, I'm getting Kourtney Kardashian for some reason. I don't even know why, because like, she's always saying, we're just gonna live life, we're just living life. Like, she always says that. So yeah, I just feel like people get the sense that, yeah, you're just living life and you're just, you know, exploring the world, you're traveling. Like I said, you could maybe like, people just get the sense that either you're a skateboarder, you have your own car, or like I said, you're traveling. Like, you're just getting places, you're always going somewhere, you know? Yeah, you're always traveling. Like, oh my gosh, I love you, Powerful. Like, you guys are amazing. And yeah, people like your oversized look as well. People like how you dress. Like, I'm seeing that you wear flowers in your hair, or you try different hairstyles. Like, you try different eye makeup and everything. And like, you have your favorite pair of shoes as well. And that you take care of animals. Yeah, a really caring person. Still really young. Like, you still have a long way to go when it comes to like where you want to be. And people know that, like, you know, you, with the Ten of Cups being the next card, it's like you know where you want to be in the future, and it's kind of like you want to be there so badly. Like, maybe you have a dream to be like rich and famous or something, and people can just tell that, you know, you are taking the steps to become who you want to become, basically. But yeah, Ten of Cups talks about happy relationships, talks about anniversaries, talks about just happiness in general. So people see you as being really happy with your friends and your family. And that like you celebrate, you know, small things as well. Like, people like that you celebrate them, and then you celebrate yourself as well. Yeah. And then with the Six of Cups, I'm busy getting, again, like nostalgic type energy. Yeah, I'm seeing that like people see you as being like a really nostalgic person. And like, there's literally so many flowers here. But yeah, maybe you smell really nice as well. And then the Judgment card being the last card, people just feel like, you know, maybe sometimes you're a bit judgmental. But I feel like what I'm busy getting is though, like, people want the best for you, and like, they feel like you've come such a long way, you know, because maybe before you used to be a kind of like a bit of like, you know, a bit of like a mean bitch, but now you're like a bad bitch, you know what I mean? And I just feel like people know that you've come such a long way and you've changed so much as well. You really have. And it's kind of like you deserve good things, bro. Honestly, you deserve good things to happen to you. And I just feel like people want the best for you as well. But yeah, that's what I got for pile number 4. I really hope the video resonated. I love you so much. And yeah, don't forget to comment down other video suggestions. And yeah, love you. Bye.